What's up, y'all? So, this has been heavy on my mind, so I wanted to get on and do a video about black people and politics. And I've come to the conclusion lately that most black people have no, they're not in any position to really be involved in politics. Right? They're not in any position to be involved in politics. And here's what it seems like politics is in the black community, by the way. Right? Politics in the black community is not, hey, I'm going to read up on an issue and really be informed. I'm going to read up on an issue, be informed, and I'm going to selectively choose the issues I want to fight for that directly impact my life. That's not politics. And if you look at the definition of what politics is pretty much the process of dividing resources, of partitioning out resources. That's what politics is. It's the process of separating resources or distributing resources. That's the word. And so what I see in the black community is that politics is used as a way for black people to make excuses for why they are not where they want to be. And I hear a lot of people in my videos say, or in the comment section saying, it's not just black people, it's all people. This is across. Listen, I'm talking to black people. That's who I'm concerned with. Right? If you want to start a channel and you want to talk about white people and how to improve the lives of white people, you do that, or Hispanic people, whatever. I'm talking to my people because that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in solving problems within the black community. And so that's why I talk specifically to black people. All right. So when it comes to politics, the reason I think that black people really have no place in politics, a majority of us, is because politics right now are very sensationalized. It's all about headlines. Headline. Donald Trump said this. Donald Trump getting indicted. There are so many conversations I have about politics with people where you can tell that all they did was read a headline. I was talking to some lady, about a month ago about Ron DeSantis, right? About Ron DeSantis, and they live in Florida, and she was telling me how she hates Ron DeSantis. I say, why? And she was like, well, he passed the Don't Say Gay bill, and it's going to make it harder for kids to be gay or whatever, or it's going to be harder for children to express their sexuality. And I was thinking well, okay, what's actually in that bill? That's what I was asking them. What's in that bill? Oh, well, I don't know. I just read the headline. That's the problem that I'm seeing. Many people, when it comes to politics, they just read the headline and they do not actually read the bills. They don't know why they don't know what they're actually fighting for, right? They know that there's some policy out there. They know that there's some headline that says Trump doesn't like Mexican people. Trump doesn't like black people. They see that stuff, the sensationalized stuff, but they don't really understand politics. They don't understand the nature of what's actually going on and things like that. For example, in many policies, right? In many policies that you see and in many bills that you see, one of the things that happens and one of the reasons why a lot of bills don't get passed is because there will be language in there that has nothing to do with the actual bill. For example, let's say that there's a bill about providing funds in black communities, right? Well, also within that bill, they'll sneak in there, providing funds, and this bill also allows you LGBTQ plus clinics to be started, right? And I'm not shading anybody, I'm just saying it's equivalent to you saying, okay, look, I only want to take care of my children. I only want to take care of my children when I'm paying money for tuition at a school. right? I'm sending my kid to school and I'm paying tuition. But then in the fine print, it's like, oh, well, when you pay tuition, you're actually 90% of your tuition is going towards paying another student's. And then it's like, now the conversation is, oh, you don't want to pay tuition for your school, for your kid to go to school, right? As an example. But really, you're not disagreeing to the tuition for your kid, you're disagreeing to something else. This is what happens in politics. You may not be disagreeing with the what's being portrayed, but you're disagreeing to the other stuff that they add in there. And then there's pressure on politicians to accept bills where there's one part in there that makes sense, but then there's all this other stuff that's snuck in, right? That's just an example. But diving deeper into what I'm saying, right? In the black community, there's still a lot of victim mindset going on. There's still a lot of people who really believe that white people are holding them back, that white people are stopping them from achieving their dreams. And I get it. I used to be like that. I truly used to believe that no matter what I did in life, there would be a white person at the end of the rainbow, like the Lucky Charms commercial, little white person at the end of the rainbow to stop me from doing what it is I wanted to do, to stop me from achieving what I wanted to achieve. And the reason that I thought that is because that's what I had been told. But pay attention to the people that are telling you this. Because more times than not, the people that are telling you that white people are holding you back, they haven't even achieved anything in their life, really. They haven't set goals. They haven't struggled and worked towards something. They're still where they were 10 years ago, right? Many of the people that will tell you that white people are holding you back are using that as an excuse, because for them it's easier to say that than to just say, hey, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't make the right decisions when I was supposed to make the right decisions. See, it's easier to scapegoat white people now, but the truth of the matter is that especially in America, black people have more opportunity than not only any other group of black people in history, but probably 99% of the rest of the world. Understand that. Black people in America have more opportunity to succeed than not only most other black people in the world, but most other people in the world. Right? Like we're sitting here complaining as a group. Do you know how many people would trade places with us? And this is not to take away anything that white people have done to black people, but this is to say we have an opportunity right now. And if we waste this golden time complaining, blaming, looking for people to feel bad for us so that we can get some type of handout, or selling our culture and degrading ourselves, if we take this chance and do that, we're going to miss out. And in 100 years, we're going to be talking about it was white people's fault. It was white people's fault. But look, we have the opportunity to do anything that we want. Okay, that's the message of this video. You can do anything that you want. And that's not me just fluffing up and saying that. You really can do anything you want. And oftentimes I find that politics are holding black people back because you see these political issues, you see these things that people just say, and then you internalize it and start feeling as if that applies to you. Affirmative action, they're not letting black kids in school now. You ain't even applied for a college yet. Matter of fact, you not even thinking about going to college. You in your 40s and you sitting here talking about affirmative action, and it's not affecting you, not affecting anyone you know. But then on top of that, you've put it in your mind that black people need affirmative action to succeed. And I'm not saying that there hasn't been any good. I don't really know. But what I am saying is that as long as we limit ourselves, and as long as we focus on these political issues that ultimately really don't impact our day-to-day, then we're going to stay behind. This is not the time to focus on political issues that we really have no control over. This is the time to focus 90 to 95% of our energy on things that we have direct control over. Because here's the thing, when you focus on things you have direct control over, then it makes it a lot easier for you to have impact when you do start getting in the political process. You know more of what to ask for. It's a lot harder to sway you. You come prepared, you come focused, right? You don't show up wondering, oh, what should I do? Or well, let me see what that politician says. Nah, am I a Democrat? These other 90% of black people Democrats. Oh, I'm a Democrat. You don't show up like that, like a bumbling idiot. You show up with your own ideas, your own thoughts. You show up with a purpose. If you're not showing up to politics with a purpose, then ultimately you are putting yourself in a position to where you're constantly fighting battles that are not yours, and you're expending energy that could be used to directly impact your family, yourself, your life for the better. So before you dive into politics, before you start getting political and wanting to be a revolutionary and thinking that everything you see on the news is a battle you have to uptake because some media company that is getting paid to get clicks on their website is telling you that Republicans hate black people, that you as a black person, you have no opportunity in the United States, and that white people are holding you back. Before you start doing that, look at your life and ask yourself, what have I not been able to do that I tried to do in my life but couldn't do because of racism? Like what has racism stopped me from doing in my own personal life? And if you can't come up with a direct answer, if it's always like, oh, well, 90% of this, no, what have you tried? What have you directly tried and put in a good effort forth and have not been able to do because of racism, right? Ask yourself that. And I bet you won't really be able to find anything, because racism is not holding you back, right? A lack of a plan is holding you back. Lack of consistency is holding you back. You making excuses is holding you back. You not wanting to invest in the education and the training to gain a specific skill set is holding you back. You hanging out with the wrong people is holding you back. You not being focused and deliberate and intentional in your actions is holding you back. But hey, keep doing what you do. I'm out.